More and more people, are using additives as well as peat, and they have slightly different characteristics. So peat itself is a very uniform material. It's very good at buffering nutrients, and with the range of particle sizes, you can have different airfield porosities. The key thing with things like bark and wood fibre and coir is that they're lighter products. They have a lower surface area. They're less organic than peat, so they have less buffering of nutrients. The nutrients don't stick to the particles as well, and they tend to be slightly more open, so you can get more drainage with them as well. So it's important that you formulate them right, so that you don't leach all your nutrients out of them, and it'll behave slightly differently. So it's all about the mix you've got. So don't just put 30% bark in there. Think about it. And the actual grade of bark, whether it's a fine bark or a coarse bark, it can have big effects on the nutrition and the leaching of nutrients. And that's something we really focus on with our osmocote, is making sure that the release matches the plant demand. The pH of the growing media is influenced by the substrate. And we've talked about how nutrients are held in the plant, and it's called the cation exchange capacity. And it's slightly higher in peat than other things, but it's something to bear in mind. A key thing is when you use peat, it has a pH of about 4. When you use some of the additives, they've got a pH of higher, sometimes as high as 6. So you don't need as much lime to raise the pH up from 4 to 5.5 or whatever. So you're putting less lime in, which means there's less calcium and magnesium available to the plant. So if you then couple peat-free growing with using soft water, if you make these sudden changes, you need to be aware that you could have problems with calcium and magnesium. But these are things that you can account for. But it's better to be aware of it than suddenly get a problem. The fertiliser you add will affect the pH if you get it out of balance. If you keep things balanced, you won't have a huge effect on the pH. But if you added an awful lot of nitrate nitrogen, you can raise the pH. And if you added an awful lot of ammonia nitrogen, you could drop the pH. So it's just about getting it in balance.